shit just went to like, shit just.
Presidential shit, so
Shit just start,
Instagram want to fuck around.
at first, I was on some shit like, man, I don't want to be like, okay, I know I'm saying, but then I was like, man, you know, I'm gonna put all my chips on it. I put all my chips on it, and shit just started getting boring and old and shit like that. Like even niggas wasn't funny no more. You know what I'm saying? The food was like shit just like just
Yeah,
started getting
like
old.
Kodak, we heard a lot of stuff about they was mistreating you in there, shit like that. Like, tell us some of that because people don't understand. You get locked up and you famous, you young, you rich, and these cops they be jealous in there. They be jealous. Like, so what type of shit was they they was doing to you in there?
You know, with the finesse kid, man, you know what I'm saying? Tight shit, but everything Gucci.
We were talking about it. We were talking about we were talking about it today. We were talking about it today, and it was with the first place he was at, Big Sandy. We talked about it, Joe, when I was on. It's on earth, you know what I'm saying? And we discussed this yesterday, where he's trying to put everything. We dropped that case in D.C. We're trying to put things behind him and move forward and think positive. And he was listening to Fat Joe yesterday. And he was like, that new song you just dropped. And he was like, this is the song. This is the jam. And it was like, you know, it's like, that's the vibe he's on. So like, we're trying to get past all that. We're trying to get past like the treatment, the bad things that happen. At the same time, we're trying to make things better for people. So like, you know, we got a couple of plans in action to hold some people responsible. That's my son up there now. I was watching him a show in my head. Hold people responsible and you know, start moving forward with some criminal justice reform and also prison reform. And I talked to you know, Joe, I'm willing to work with anybody on that, you know, on prison reform and justice reform. It doesn't need just to be Trump just because I have a relationship with him. I'm willing to work with anybody. I'll go to the table with anybody, and I'll talk to anybody about it.
Look at
us. That's his new ring.
That's a championship ring, y'all call that.
The ring. You see what it's...
Let me tell you something, yo, Kodak.
Yeah, you see what it say?
I can't see what it say.
Oh. Hold on.
What it say? I can't see it.
Trump ties.
Trump ties.
Oh, so I gotta do it all over with the votes on that motherfucker.
Then what it says about Trump?
Then the day of emancipation, the day when the votes are on bell rung. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Kodak, how do you plan right now? How do you plan? Because I've seen a lot of, just off the little bit since you came home, I could tell your maturity, your growth. I see you trying to change and make a difference. How do you see it? Because you know you're a role model. You know these kids are looking up to you, man. Tell me some of the things you want to do for the kids, because Brad was telling me you do a lot to help the kids, help families.
You know, I'm forever from the projects, you know what I'm saying? I'm for the projects. You know, people relying on just enough cash to survive. So it's like, man, I do it for the Red Cross babies. I do it like for the people who ain't got shit. I do it for the people who lost out here, you know what I'm saying? I be on some shit like, man, you know, as long as God keep blessing me, I'm a forever try to make a point. Even when like I ain't really have all my thoughts together on some shit like, man, this is what I really want to do. I never gave this rap shit my all. And I'm seeing all these niggas be like, oh, I'm so serious, man. I'm getting rap money. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I never really gave my all. So now I'm on some shit like, man, let me get this shit my all and shit like that. And I'm saying, but even when I wasn't giving them my all and shit, I was always knowing like, man, you know what? It's about doing right by your people, doing right by others and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, like the whole time I was always thinking like, man, my brother LJ, you know what I'm saying? My brother Lamar Jackson, like we made it out of the hood at the same time. We the same age. Everybody already knew we was the chosen one. So I was like, man, I gotta get home to bro. I want to see him. I ain't never gonna call him in here. You know what I'm saying? I want to see bro, and we just gotta like do a whole lot of shit for the community. We gotta do a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. We gonna be back to back, snapping. You know what I'm saying? type
Yeah,
shit.
I seen Yachty. Y'all shot a video already, you and Yachty.